Hello and happy December. How crazy is it that 2015 is almost gone? Um, I, for one, think for me, it's especially strange because this year has been so much different than the way that I kind of planned for it to be. Although it's not like, this move and everything wasn't in the realm of possibilities. But anyway, this year has been so crazy for me. So in a lot of ways, I'm kind of glad that it's wrapping up because next year should be a little bit less crazy. Um, but I'm also glad that I came through it and that we kind of landed on our feet and everything. So anyway, before I get too philosophical, this video is not like a pen talk or anything. It's mostly just kind of an update, kind of where I've been, what's going on, what's coming up, all that stuff. Because I realized that after my Story Supply Co. unboxing video, that was like 2 weeks ago now, I just disappeared. So yeah, let's catch up, shall we? So kind of where I left off, I have some notes here, so I'm gonna put those right there so that I don't, wind up way off course. I actually pretty much recorded this entire video once already, and it was just all over the place. So I was like, no, I just need to restart and make an outline so that I know where it is that I'm going. So anyway, so let's kind of start out where I left last. My last video, I was getting ready for the job interview at VCU. I was saying that I needed to take some time to kind of, get ready for that interview. So, and I don't think I recapped the interview at all in my Story Supply Co. unboxing. So if I did and I'm repeating myself, I apologize. Otherwise, whatever. So anyway, the interview went well. It was exhausting. Faculty interviews are just really long. It's kind of an endurance event. So I got there at like 9 o'clock in the morning and I was busy until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a full day of interviewing. So, every half hour I was meeting with a different faculty member and, just talking and stuff. And then I had to give my teaching presentation after lunch. So it was a long day. And I think I only maybe got like a half hour break, to get ready for my teaching presentation. So like it was intense. But the nice thing is that I left it, not feeling like there's anything I could have done differently. I felt good about everything I had done. So to me, that's a good feeling because at least, whether I got it or not, at least it would have been like, well, I did what I could do. I gave 100%. So, and after that, of course, I just had to wait and see. So, I was kind of waiting and waiting and waiting, and then yesterday I got an email saying that unofficially I have the job. So, yay. I'm still hesitant to get like really excited because I don't have an official offer yet. Basically, what I got is a kind of like intent to offer, because with faculty positions, it has to go through, there's a lot of paperwork that has to get done and a lot of things that have to get signed and stuff like that before they can offer a faculty position to someone. So outside of the department, so the physics department interviews and decides who they want. And then they have to, verify all kinds of things. Like I had to sign some paperwork that said that, yes, you can verify that I do indeed have the degrees that I say I have. So things like that, so then that has to get done, and then I think it has to get approved by like the dean of the college, the College of Arts and Sciences or whatever, however it is that they're arranged here. The dean of that specific college has to approve it, and then it goes up the chain from there. Eventually, the provost has to approve it, and then I can get an official offer. So basically what they've said right now is that once all of these papers are signed and everything goes through, we intend to offer you the job. So, so yay, that's pretty cool. It's really exciting because, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I was kind of expecting the job that I got out here to not be the job, the job that becomes a career. I kind of expected whatever job I got out here to be the job before the job. A job that maybe got me down a different career path or, something basically that gave me skills and experience to get the job that I really want. And it turns out I've actually gotten the job, instead of the job before the job, now I have the job. So that's kind of exciting. And I'm very excited and very happy to be done job hunting for one thing. but I'm really excited about kind of the opportunities that this will present me with and the doors that this will open up for me in the future. So, yay. So I guess that kind of gets into where I've been. So after the job interview, you know, I was feeling good about it, but I've been unemployed for 4 months now, a little longer than 4 months. And that's rough. Like I thought I'd have no problem getting a job out here. And I know I've mentioned this before, and I intend to at some point do an entire video talking like real talk unemployment stuff. But you know, I thought I'd get a job a lot faster than I have. I thought it'd be a lot easier to get a job. And it's really tough to go from someone who's being very like high performing and very on top of things and everything and really excelling at everything that I decide to do, to being unemployed for that long and basically just feeling worthless all the time, you know, feeling like I can't contribute, you know, by getting a job, feeling like I'm not contributing, you know, to our household, you know, things like that. So it really started to wear on me and just like really beat down my mental fortitude to the point where like I could not even. I couldn't even do household chores. Like I was just so bleh about everything. And so at that point, I kind of realized that I needed to take care of myself a little bit. And so you know, while the blog and the videos don't stress me out, when you don't have the energy to do laundry, yeah, recording videos kind of just is an insurmountable task. So I decided that, you know what, I was just going to be done. I was just going to take a step back from everything until I was feeling better. And I was going to record a video to say that I'd be gone for a little while, and I just couldn't. So I've been gone for the past couple weeks. So, you know, now I am feeling better. You know, obviously, you know, it's like I'm feeling better because now I have employment in my future. So, you know, now it's like, okay, pick yourself up by your bootstraps and get it together. By the way, pick yourself up by your bootstraps is one of Wesley's least favorite phrases. He gets so upset anytime I say that. It's actually kind of comical. But anyway, so, you know, it's time for that now. So I'm back. I'm going to be producing content. It probably won't be a ton this month because it is December and, you know, it's, you know, with Wesley having finals and stuff, and we might actually be taking a trip up to DC. We're not really sure because I guess his mom travels a lot. She works for the government, so she travels to DC every so often. So she's going to be there sometime in the middle of the month, and was like, well, why don't you guys come up? So we're not quite sure how it's going to work out with like when she's going to be there and when Wesley has like his finals and has to do grading and stuff. So we'll have to see, but we might be taking a trip up to DC for a few days, and then, you know, we're going home for the holidays, of course. So don't expect a ton of content this month, but I am going to be back into it. So yeah, and I will talk a little bit about what the plan is for this month a little bit further down my outline. So what I have been doing, I haven't been doing a lot of writing, and that's part of why I haven't been blogging, is because I haven't been doing a lot of writing other than just making to-do lists. And so I just don't want to ink up pens and stuff to review inks that I'm only going to use for the review. So what I have been doing is I've been knitting a lot of socks because it makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel useful. It produces a usable good at the end of the day. So I've been knitting a lot of socks, and that's been really helpful. It's been really helpful to boost my self-esteem by saying, you know, being like, look, this is what I did. That's pretty cool. So yeah. So also something for, you know, any other knitters out there who happen to be watching this. So I've been knitting, I knit Magic Loop, and these are a pair of, I think these are Addy sock turbos, something like that. And I have some discoloration on them. And I can't tell if that's just that the coating is wearing off of them from my hands. These are my only set of sock needles, so I've been using these exclusively since I started knitting socks. So I don't know. I think that it's just that the coating is wearing off, but it kind of grosses me out a little bit. So I'm thinking about getting some of the, I think it's pronounced Chiagu, however you pronounce them, Chiagu, stainless steel double points, because I'd like to try socks on double points because Magic Loop is a little too fiddly for me. Anyway, if anyone's tried those, let me know what you think of them. Let me know if they're worth it because, yeah, I think those are maybe what I want to try next. Anyway, I've been knitting lots of socks, and I actually think that one of my goals for next year is going to be to knit 50 pairs of socks in 2016, which is roughly 1 pair per week, allowing for a little bit of, ones that'll take longer or time that I can't knit, stuff like that. But I think I want to do that, and I think that'll be kind of fun, and I'll try and document it on the blog and stuff, of course. Probably not, if you're watching this on YouTube, probably not on this channel, because this channel is more for like the pens and stuff, but I'll probably, if I record videos, I'll probably do it on my personal channel, but they will go on the blog. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun, I think. So that brings me into kind of things that I want to, content that I'm planning on putting up this month. So I want to record a video with some tips for beginning sock knitters. Because I've been knitting lots of socks. I certainly wouldn't call myself an expert, but I'm definitely beyond the beginner point, but I feel like I'm still close enough to being a beginner that I understand why it's really scary for beginners to knit socks, and kind of some of the problems that beginners experience, and kind of what to do about those to like gain your confidence with knitting socks. So I'd like to record a video of that sometime this month, probably in a week or two. I have to think a little bit about it. But yeah, so I want to record a video about that. The other thing that I want to record a video for is I want to do a holiday gift guide, which I know zillions of other blogs do. I think I can offer something unique, like a different perspective. So I mean, if I didn't think I could offer that, I wouldn't be recording it. But I think I can offer a different perspective. So I will probably be recording that later this week or this weekend, so that I don't get too close to the holidays. So be on the lookout for that. What else? Okay, so that's what's probably going to be coming up this month. I don't want to promise too much more. Maybe there'll be more, but for sure I want to do the sock video and the holiday gift guide video. So, and maybe some pen reviews, we'll see. I don't know. The only other thing, so I have two other things. So another thing I need to get done pretty soon is I want to get a Hobo Nietzsche ordered for 2016. I've kind of talked a little bit about it on and off over the past year. I had bought one and I loved it, and then I kind of fell out of love with it, and then I bought the Avec and I was loving it, and then I kind of fell out of love with it, and then I was using it just for journaling, and then now I've started using it again for doing kind of like bullet journal type stuff, just recording lists and to-dos and stuff like that. And I've really been enjoying it for that. And especially with this new job, since this is kind of, the start of the job, the career that I want to have, I was thinking it might be really cool to have kind of some record of my first year doing it all in one place, and Hobo Nietzsche seems like a good way to do that. A place to just keep track of to-do lists and appointments and stuff, but also just to jot down notes and things that I experience in my first year's faculty position. So I am planning on ordering a Hobo Nietzsche for 2016. I'm going to get the English version because I don't like the way that the Japanese version each month is a different color. And I do want the slightly larger grid, and just in general the slightly cleaner appearance of the English one is more appealing to me. So I haven't quite decided on which cover I plan to get. But I probably want to get that ordered soon because I'm going to want to start using it probably as soon as it starts. I think the English one starts December 16th, so I'll probably start using that as soon as it starts, so I want to get it ordered this week. But once I do order it and decide what I want and everything, I'll probably do a setup video when the time comes for that. And then the last thing is completely unrelated to pens or paper or knitting or anything else, and it's not really... If you're a guy and you're watching this, you probably won't care. So you can go ahead and end the video now if you want, and you won't miss anything. It's girl talk time. So I am one of those women who never learned how to wear makeup when I was younger. And so I've been trying, now that I'm a little bit older, to learn how to wear makeup. And I know part of it is just that like your brain rejects you looking different. Like if you do something different, your brain is like, nope, don't like that, you look goofy, get it off. And I know part of it's just that you have to overcome that. So, but my makeup routine is very minimal. It's, face powder because it has sunscreen in it, and then maybe mascara if I'm feeling saucy. And that's it. I try to keep it really minimal. Partly because my face also just doesn't wear makeup well. But anyway, so lately I have been trying to wear lipstick because I really want to be one of those women who can like rock the like red bold lip. Um, because I think that's so cool. I think that just oozes confidence, you know, and I like that. Um, so anyway, so I've been trying to wear lipstick every day, just to get my brain used to like the sight of it. And it's starting to look a little bit less weird every day. But like I initially had gotten this Revlon Color Stay in this really bright red, and it's the Ultimate Wine, and it's a little bit darker than it's showing up here, and it is red. Like, whoa, is it red? And it's so different that my brain is like, nope, 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 nope. And I'm not very good at applying it, so that's part of the problem. So this is on hold for a little while, and then I've been trying this Revlon Color Stay Ultimate in this color, which is Miracle Mauve. And this is definitely much better. It's a little bit less intense, so it allows me to do it without feeling quite so weird. And you know, it's helping me build the confidence about it. So I wear this, and because this is one of the long wear ones, it's like super dry. So I've been pairing it with Burt's Bees in Spring Splendor, because they go together pretty well, and the Burt's Bees helps just to keep it a little bit moister. Because especially too during the winter, my lips get really, really dry. And so I tend to bite at them like really bad. And this is a bad habit I've had ever since I was really young. I always bite at my lips to the point where they like bleed and stuff. So like wearing lipstick is helping me to not do that, because of course it'll mess it up and get it all over my teeth and stuff. So that's part of it too, is that, you know, one, I want to rock the bold lip, and two, I want to stop this horrible habit that I've had since I was really little. And it's helping a lot. But anyway, so I'm a fan of the like the liquid lipsticks, the like 24-hour kind of ones, the long wear ones. So far I've tried 2 Revlon ones, and you know, they're okay. But ladies out there who wear liquid lipstick, let me know what your favorite kind is, because you know, I'd be interested in trying some different brands. I don't want anything that's like super expensive, but then again, if I'm going to be wearing it every day, then maybe I should be spending a little bit more money on it. I don't know. So ladies out there who wear liquid lipstick, let me know what your favorite kind is and maybe where to get it, because this is a whole new world to me. So let me know about that. I'd be curious as to what people like, and finding some things that I wouldn't try on my own. So yeah, and I think that's it. I think that wraps it up. And hopefully I'll see you again towards the weekend with a holiday gift guide, and then somewhere near the middle of the month with my sock knitting video. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!